this was a situation in 1950s where we were using more public transport. The car transportation or passenger transportation was very, very less. And that time also the average speed was 10 km per hour. Now with all the high power engine and everything we still have the same. In fact, we have gone down on the per kilometer speed. So I think this image is very representative of any city in India. If you can see, the buses are only hardly one or two, and you can see all other is filled with the public, the passenger cars. And the whole reason of having a good public transportation is that you have to remove so many cars from the road. So that is what we are trying to do at Tata Motors, that we are trying to build an e-mobility solution which only will not provide which will provide a better buses, but also it will be pollution free. So we are working on zero emission buses in Tata Motors. We have worked on both a wide range of technologies, on hybrids, on electric, and we are ready with any solution what is required. So when we started in Tata Motors, it was almost 15 years back we started on this hub and spoke model. And I think Pune is the right example of this. You have now metro coming up. There are BRTS already in operation. And then there are small feeder routes which are required. So you have to have products which are catering to all these smaller transports. So we have right from a 12-meter or articulated buses to carry more passenger in BRTS to a very small vehicle like Iris, which is in both in diesel and electric, to carry the last mile passenger transport. And then all these systems are integrated through ITS. So the city can actually use all this data to provide a very, you can say a synchronized app where all the information is available, so people can know how much time he is going to take from one point to the another point. So this is the range. Now in Tata Motors, we took an approach to work on not only the different technologies, so we have made products in hybrids, in both, it's a series hybrid or a parallel hybrid. We also made a fuel cell. So the whole idea was to try different technologies and then finally come to a point where we can say, okay, this is the best solution for India, because something might work for outside, but for India, we have to be very specific in terms of technology, what we select. And in India, we have already given our hybrid buses in MMRDA, and we have a big order from India for supplying the electric buses. We had made some pilot batches. You can see one of our bus which is standing outside. So that is a prototype bus which we have been running for almost now 50,000 kilometers inside Pune. As well as we have gone to other cities in Nagpur in the high temperature zone to test this. So Tata Motors is ready in terms of the technology, in terms of products, and in terms of the complete e-mobility solution, including the charging infrastructure, which we are going to provide. So finally, after doing all these 15 years of work, we have come down to chosen some of the very key aggregates. One of the, like for example, we have a direct drive motors. We don't have any transmission, which reduces the operational cost, as was being talked about by Ms. Mahajan. Then we have gone with a smaller battery pack, but with an opportunity charging, which again reduces the weight and which will improve the consumption in the long run. And these all aggregates are common between the platform. The 9-meter bus or a 12-meter bus, you will have very similar aggregates, which will give us also volume and which will also give you a very, your spare part management will become much more efficient. As I was talking about that, we have put a very pleasing vehicles on the road. Now this is a vehicle which is already launched. If somebody travels to Mumbai, especially in the Bandra Kurla complex, from Andheri to BKC and this, you will find these buses running. There are 25 buses running. And this technology actually we bought from Spain. We have some 10 CNG series hybrid buses also running in city of Madrid. They are still running, and they are running in the best city center of Madrid. So we have a good experience in providing this. So a lot of learning from there has come. And I think with this, a lot of people from BKC who were using their their own vehicles have now started using these vehicles. And in fact, one of the things which MMRDA is doing great is that they are taking a lot of feedback from the customers, and the routes are being changed as per the way the feedback is coming. So that's very good. As I told you about, it is completely connected. The STUs can create apps and they can be used by the passengers. So we have worked on both hybrid and pure electric. So just one point, that Tata Motors is ready with all variants. Whether you want to have a premium bus, full low floor in hybrid and electric, it is available with us. Or you want a standard floor bus, that is also available with us. And we are now working on a smaller bus also, which will be used in a very congested cities in India. So this just talked about that we are also ready to upgrade the range if required, based on whatever customer application is. But we have seen that if we provide a smaller range and we do opportunity charging in between during the lunch time and this is much more usable for almost all the STUs. Maybe 1 or 2 routes will only require a higher range. Otherwise, with a smaller range, you can actually get this vehicle done. So we have the lowest weight, curve weight of the electric buses in India. So these are some of the specifications. I think we can skip. We have some brochures available, so you can see at that. So this slide just shows that we have got orders from 6 different cities, and we have an order of almost 250 electric buses. So we are now ready to for serving the STUs and this with our all complete range of e-mobility solution. So that's what I wanted to say. If you have somebody has some question, we are open.